Are we going to laugh at each other again? All of them
I
seem
like
to have
that one.
started by
That one was
laughing.
fun. We don't have a theme song, but we can't do that joke again.
Are you
Sorry.
sure?
I'm sure.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Okay. All right.
It gets worse.
So this week in KidzForest, we asked the question, when bad things happen, is God in control? And you guys answered that. How?
Well, I mean, our characters end up in a situation where we're still chasing after these clues
Yeah.
and trying to figure out what's going on, and then the lights go off, and Parker freaks out, and Stevie tries to, anyway, it's just a bad thing has happened, and we don't know what to do, but then we find great-grandpa Pip Paff's journal page, and it tells us the story of Jonah, and this stuff happens to Jonah, but God is still in control through the midst of that story, and do it. So we then take that as information for us that even though bad stuff's happening, we don't need to be afraid, and we move on.
So what the kids really saw was you guys were in the dark,
Yes.
and then you found something that showed you an answer.
Right. There's a phrase that we quote often is "Don't doubt in the dark what you know to be true in the light," and so it's
Yeah.
kind of a similar thing. We were in the darkness; we were gonna die, but that's not the case. God was still in control, and so being able to remember that it's God is in control even when it looks like there is chaos. So that's kind of the big push of it.
Yeah, and I would assume, and I hate assuming, but I would assume that most families have circumstances that they can look at and point to where there are opportunities to discuss that topic with your kids. That, death of a pet, a friend moves away, the Chick-fil-A's closed on Sundays, whatever it happens to be, that God is still in control. And there's, you don't have to be afraid just because this bad thing has happened. It doesn't mean that God has somehow removed himself from your life.
Right. So that's what we want to challenge the kids to do this week, is just to take a little bit of time and just reflect. Reflect on maybe some times, some seasons, or maybe even just today where they really struggled or went through a hard time, or maybe it's something you as a family in your home, maybe you struggled through a hard time, and just reflect on that and think about how hard it was, and we talked about how sometimes it feels like that things will never get better, and people sometimes just want to give up. But then I also asked them, like, did it get better? And everybody said yes, because it's good to come through on the other side and see that there are better days ahead, to look forward to those, and then to ask, what was God doing? What was he teaching me through that? So that's what we want kids to take time to do this week, is to talk with you and to think about times in their life that they've gone through a hard time, and then what good did they see come out of that God showed them something important, that trial was necessary in order for them to see that.
Yeah. So we'd love for you to share more, maybe what's the good things or any questions you might have on the Facebook page. You can go to the Von Forest page, and then on the left-hand side there's a group, and it'll say KidzForest. You can kind of join that, and you can get more details about the challenges that pop up. You'll be able to see links to the previous videos if you may have missed a service or something like that. So we hope to engage and give you opportunities to speak with other parents.
Yeah, and then obviously if you're watching this, you're on YouTube, but you can subscribe on the YouTube channel, and that way you catch everything that we put up, even if we don't remind you about it.
Yeah.
And you don't get to have the privilege of seeing what the kids see, but we post those videos online so you can
Laugh
watch
at
those.
us.
Yeah, you can laugh at Danny and I and the stuff that we do. And the kids love it. It's not always, it's kid friendly. It's not always adult friendly.
Yeah.
But, you can watch and see what they see.
Yep. So
Have a great week.